Hey everyone, Good Vibe Biker here. So this summer my plans were to cycle the entire Pacific Coast from Seattle down to Chula Vista in California, but things have happened and plans have changed, and that's one of the things that you have to realize as a bicycle tourist that's going to happen. I recently lost my grandmother to brain cancer. The sudden passing kind of hit me hard. So it really makes me think that, there's no time like the present. It's time to get out there and start accomplishing some of these goals that I've set in front of myself. So, I know she'll be with me every step of the way. My sister is also expecting her second boy within a couple weeks here before my trip. So I'm excited to meet him as well. Now, with all of these things happening in my life and where my lease ends on my apartment that I'm at right now, I'm kind of shortening my trip for the time being. But when it comes to planning a trip, kind of shooting by the seat of your pants really makes it that much better. But for a rough idea, I do plan on flying into Seattle on the 3rd of July and then starting the cycle around Washington. I have quite a few different parks throughout Washington that I'd like to see. I want to go to Mount St. Helens, the Lewis and Clark State Park, Olympic National Park, Capitol State Park, all sorts of stuff, and get a lot of good footage of hopefully a lot of good wildlife and just reconnect with nature while I'm out there. And I think that's something I've been missing in Florida as well, just living in a city without mountains and a lot of wildlife everywhere. Should be awesome. And I'm eventually going to work my way south down to Portland, and once I get to Portland, I'm going to be meeting up with my friend Ian. Ian's an awesome guy I met at a summer camp in Maine. He's a lacrosse player like I am. He's singing in an a cappella group right now, so maybe I can put a link to their YouTube videos in the description here. I'm going to be flying back to Panama City to gather all my things and drive back out there. Now, I did have a conversation with my dad earlier. He might join me on the cross-country drive back to Oregon, which would be awesome and would make for some really cool footage. So you might be asking yourself, wait, you're not going to do the whole tour? You're not going all the way down to Chula Vista? And my answer to that is that at this point in time, I'm not certain. I'm not going to give up on this tour at all. I really want to complete this entire side, and eventually my goal is to cycle through every state. I will say that the number one reason why I'm contemplating that I need to put off that California section of my tour is that I just don't have the funds. But this is where I need your help. If you want me to continue down the entire Pacific Coast this summer, then visit my GoFundMe account. The link is in the description below. Consider donating or sharing this with anybody that you think would be interested in at least watching the videos. Every dollar counts. If you haven't already, check out my videos from my trip from Panama City Beach to New Orleans last fall. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next time on Good Vibe Biker, I'm going to be going through all the gear I bring with me on tour. Stay tuned, subscribe, and don't forget to wear a helmet.